I never thought I'd fall in love with another girl, until her. And the worst part is, I didn't even realize I was falling at first. It just started as her presence, then her attention, then her becoming the only person I could think about. And I swear I was holding on to something real. Until the day she looked at me, smiled like she always did and said, "Come meet my girlfriend." That was the moment I realized I wasn't part of her story at all. I was just a girl she never warned. She wasn't supposed to mean anything to me, just another girl in my routine. But she had this way of existing that made everything else feel quieter when she entered a room. The way she looked at me wasn't loud, but it stayed. Every time. Even when she looked away. At first, I convinced myself I was imagining it. Because girls notice girls all the time. It doesn't always mean anything. But then she started appearing everywhere I was. Library, cafe, hallways. Like she was orbiting me without admitting it. And every time she acted surprised to see me. But her eyes never did. One day she sat next to me in the library. So close I could feel my thoughts changing just from her presence. And she said quietly, "You're not like other girls I know." That sentence shouldn't have mattered. But it did. Because when a girl says that to you, you start rewriting yourself in her voice. After that day, she became part of my life without asking. She texted me first. Always small messages, but they meant too much. "Are you here today? I saved your seat. You didn't come. I noticed." And I started waiting for her. That's how it happens. Slowly. Silently. Until one girl becomes your routine without ever becoming yours. We talked more. Stayed longer. Sat closer. Until silence between us started feeling louder than words. One evening we stayed back after everyone left. Empty campus. Soft wind. Streetlights flickering like they were trying not to interrupt us. She sat beside me, closer than usual. And after a long silence she said, "I feel safe with you." Safe. That word should have warned me. Because safe doesn't mean chosen. Safe just means comfortable. After that, I started noticing things I didn't want to see. She never talked about her love life. Never mentioned anyone special. Always avoided direct answers when I asked about her weekends. But I ignored it. 'Cause I was already too far gone. Then she messaged me. "Meet me tomorrow. I want you to meet someone important." My heart didn't question it. It hoped. It assumed. It imagined things I never should have allowed myself to imagine. I spent the whole night thinking maybe she felt it too. Maybe she finally saw me the way I saw her. She was already there when I arrived. Smiling like nothing was wrong. Like my entire world wasn't about to collapse. And next to her was another girl. The way she stood beside her told me everything before a single word was spoken. Comfortable. Familiar. Not new. Real. My stomach dropped. But I still walked closer. Because hope is cruel like that. She stood up, still smiling at me. And said, "I'm really happy you came." Then she gently held the other girl's hand and said, "Meet my girlfriend." I smiled. I actually smiled. Because I didn't know what else my face was supposed to do. She kept talking like everything was normal. Introducing us. Laughing softly. Explaining things I couldn't hear properly anymore. But inside me, something had already gone quiet. Because I wasn't standing in her life anymore. I was standing outside it. Watching it continue without me. I left early. I said I was okay. I wasn't. I just couldn't stay in a place where I finally understood the truth. She never led me on. She never said I was hers. I just filled the silence between us with hope. And that's the cruel part. Not that she chose someone else, but that I imagined she ever chose me at all. Now I understand something I didn't before. I didn't lose her. I was never holding her. I was just holding on to the idea of her. And that's what broke me. If you've ever fallen for a girl who never saw you the same way, then you already know. Some heartbreaks don't end with rejection. They end with realization. If you've ever fallen for a girl who never saw you the same way, you already know how quiet heartbreak can get. If this story felt like yours, subscribe. Because you're not alone in these feelings.